God damn it. Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had, just do your best, Ida. So, yeah, let's see what all happened last episode. Class 1A has to elect a class representative, and everyone wants the vote. How will they choose? I'm just reading the description off of Amazon, sorry. But yeah, they needed to choose a class representative, and with a total of 3 votes, Midoriya was actually elected as representative, with his deputy representative as Momo, who got 2 votes. However, there was a bit of a mini crisis at UA, where everyone had to evacuate because of a breach, which ended up just being the media. And it was a horrible, horrible stampede, and Tenya took charge of it and made sure everyone calmed down. So Midoriya ended up giving his position as representative to Ida, to the displeasure of Momo, unfortunately. And then after that, everyone geared up because Aizawa said that they were going to go do some rescue training off campus. And that's where they went and met the Hero 13, the space hero. And they were going to go do some rescue training. But then, some villains showed up. Buff Birdbrain, the well-dressed man with a phantom head, and the man with too many hands. So, yeah. Also, All Might is not there because he wasted all of his, or he used up all of his power just on his morning commute saving people. So, yeah, he's not going to be there anytime soon. So, this is, it's pretty dangerous. So we'll just have to see where they're going in this episode. So, yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Just don't. And with that being said, let's get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go.
Maybe if I kill a few kids, he'll come out to play.
Good luck with that.
That day, we learned what the pro heroes are really up against. The darkness they face to keep us safe.
It's terrifying. I hate that guy.
We looked at these villains, and pure evil stared back.
Encounter with the unknown.
They carefully chose this isolated facility as an entry point at a time when a class was being taught.
They wanted...
They're fools for trespassing here. But they've thought this out.
Yeah.
Whatever their plan, they must have a concrete objective in mind. But what is it?
Man, he's good.
13, get them out of here, and alert the main campus.
You gonna do this by yourself?
Got the ability to block our sensors.
Your fighting style's not suited for this. Your power works best in stealth and one-on-one fights.
Midoriya...
help with a group.
You can't be a pro if you only have one trick.
Huh.
I'll leave it to you, 13.
Oh! There he goes!
Shooting squad, take your aim.
That's right, no quirk for you. Oh god, he knows what he's doing.
Idiots. The worst thing about dealing with pros is when they live up to all their hype.
Tuh. Oh. God, this facility's bigger than I thought it was. Oh no, well-dressed man with a phantom head.
In the end, I suppose it doesn't matter. I still have a role to play.
No! I doubt that worked.
Get out of the way right now!
Dodge!
Scatter you across this facility to meet my comrades. Your death.
The Shadow Realm. That's straight up the Shadow Realm. Is he throwing them to different places?
He must have a warping quirk.
Oh.
Came here to kill all...
What the heck? First catch of the day.
Ah!
Nothing personal, kid, but you gotta die!
Oh! Oh, she works best underwater. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Good job, Sue. Freaking sharks. Oh. They're in the different parts.
Sure, Frog, you've got some pretty big boobs, too. Perfect floaties.
Can you... Oh, fucking come on, man. Yeah, drop his ass.
You saved my life, Asui.
Sue!
I told you to call me Sue.
Suyu Asui. Her quirk, frog. It's pretty
Just frog.
She could basically...
And didn't you hear what that smoke guy said? Maybe we should worry more about not getting tortured to death. Otherwise, we might not survive long enough to see All Might again.
Huh.
Even if he does show up, who knows if he'll make it out in one piece.
Oh man, you're destroying this kid's whole world.
No, the pros are gonna save us, right?
Asui might be right. If they're here for All Might, they may
Close
have a way
who?
to defeat him. This is up to us. Let's be heroes.
No shit. Yes! That's right.
Aren't you
Fuck.
embarrassed to lose to a child? For God's sake, you're adults. Put up a real fight.
Ooh. Damn. Todoroki is savage. Whoa. Is that what she does? You can just pull shit out of her arm? Oh, and that's the halfway point. Dang it.
Hello, Nezu, sir.
That's me. The one who could be a mouse or a dog or a bear, though the only important thing is... I'm the principal!
Alright.
Looks especially well-groomed and glossy today, sir.
You've always been proactive. Only now your heroism must be limited due to your injury.
Yeah.
Plus, you've also got the added work of training one for all successor. Here, drink up.
He's always so long-winded whenever there's tea involved. And I'm still a little concerned that I couldn't get in touch with 13 or Aizawa.
Let's start
Maybe
by
say that.
discussing combat pedagogy as viewed through the lens of ethical quirk use.
Oh,
You
God.
haven't changed much all these years either, sir.
Huh.
Class rep,
Yes.
I have a job for you. Run to the school and tell the faculty what's going on here. It'll be
Yeah.
faster for you to run and get help than for us to find whoever's jamming everything.
Yes, but it would be disgraceful for me to leave you all behind.
Go, emergency exit.
Use your quirk to save others. Be a real hero.
Yeah. Go do it, Tenya.
Help you out, just like I did when I floated you in the cafeteria. Okay? No prob. Please, class rep, do it.
We believe in you.
It won't matter if you know what we're planning or not when I'm done with you.
Oh shit.
Obviously, I can jump high and cling to pretty much any wall. And of course, there's my tongue. I
Ugh.
can stick it out about 20 meters.
Yeesh.
Oh yeah, and I can spit out my stomach so I can clean it. That's not really useful.
I'm strong, but it comes at a price.
Yeah.
Once I use my power, I'm pretty much out of commission.
They grow back as fast as I can pull them off, but I'll bleed if I use too many.
Okay. That's it.
Don't look at me like that! This is why I said we should wait for the real heroes! My quirk is totally unfit for battle and we're gonna
You have an incredible power!
So, Minetta, are you really sure the hero thing is right for you?
It's harder not to be scared right now! We just got out of junior high a little while ago! I didn't think I'd be facing death a few days after starting UA! I can't believe I'm
That's a fair point.
not ever getting to touch the hero through the film!
Oh my god.
An enemy that's certain
Scared little pervert.
bound to make a mistake. Focus! Remember the image of the egg not exploding!
Oh! Only put it into a few fingers. I was thinking about this! Snap at them! Flick them! Oh! Oh! Well. Alright, there they go. You lost 2 of your fingers, though. Yeah, ugh. What did the balls do? Well, you trapped them all.
We rounded them all up. Not too shabby. You guys are amazing.
Huh.
Both of you.
Oh, he's bleeding, though. Good job, gang. Oh no, that's the end of it, isn't it? Dang it! Ah! Oh, this is a multi-part thing. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of glad. I wonder if this is episode 10 of 13. I wonder if this takes us through the rest of the season, actually. That'd be so cool. Freaking kid is such a pervert. Like, oh my gosh. Like, look, okay. Look, I get it. Momo's amazingly beautiful. But, oh my gosh. Nope. No next time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Alrighty. Oh, I think we have 3 episodes left of this season. I kind of get the feeling that this whole battle at USJ is kind of, it's gonna take over the rest of this season. Yeah, there's no cast list. I need to figure out something real quick. I need the professor. Or not the professor, the principal, excuse me. Let me turn on the subtitles.
Hold your horses.
Hello, Nezu, sir.
Nezu.
The one who could be a mouse or a dog or a bear, though the only important thing is, I'm the principal.
Alright, Principal Nezu. Interesting. So he could be a mouse or a dog or a bear, but the important thing is he's the principal. Okay. Alrighty. I don't have too many notes on this episode, but obviously we'll go over them anyway. It just might not be the longest discussion in the world, but that's okay. Okay. The first thing I wrote down was Eraserhead versus the villains. First off, that was cool. I love him springing into action like that, because we haven't seen too much of him just doing stuff. Like, we got a little bit, when he took away Midoriya's quirk, and then when he took away, or when he constrained Bakugo. So now we get to see him in full force, basically, which was pretty cool. Putting on the goggles. I love that the goggles fooled them, basically, because they didn't know whose quirk he was getting rid of. So that was definitely interesting, and I love him just going in, kicking ass. He couldn't take them all. He could not take them all, but he took out a decent amount of them. So, yeah. And even, I do like, Midoriya saying, like, oh, well, you're good with stealth and, single combatants. Like, you're not really good against giant teams. And, because he's just going off of, what he has studied of Eraserhead. And then he's just like, yeah, he's basically just telling him, like, don't worry, I'm not a one-trick pony. Pros are not one-trick ponies, basically. Otherwise, they wouldn't be pros. So, that was cool. I liked seeing that, watching Aizawa spring into action. So we've gotten the formal introduction of the League of Villains. It's always a league, isn't it? Although I guess normally it's a legion. The Justice League are heroes, but the Legion of Doom, they're a legion. So they kind of mess with it here. It's a League of Villains, which is interesting. That are all headed up by Shigaraki, which the first time they showed Shigaraki at the end of episode 8, I did go back and watch the subtitles and I saw it was Shigaraki, but this is the first time we really know his name. So I can stop calling him the man with too many hands. So yeah, we have the League of Villains coming in because they want to kill All Might, and this is their big plan, was to trap him here and then kill him. This is their giant plan, basically, was to hit him here. So that also leads me to believe that this battle at USJ is going to take us through the end of the season, basically, which is cool. I like that, actually. That this isn't. I was kind of thinking like maybe this would be just a one and done sort of thing, and then okay, well they'll come back later and stuff like that, or at the end of the episode, All Might comes in, beats them, and then they're just like, I'll get you next time, All Might. But no, that's not exactly the case here. We are going to have to wait for All Might to show up to help, but until that point, we are kind of on our own. All the kids are on their own. Although they still have Aizawa and 13. So that's at least something. But the other good thing about it is, for the most part, they are all talented, you know? They all can help to some degree. They can all fight to some degree. Oh, it would be fucked up if we lost someone. Because, you know, Shigaraki was saying, it's like, okay, well, he's not here. Well, maybe I'll just kill a few kids, and then maybe he'll learn to show up. So that would be pretty fucked up if like some of our students died. That'd be pretty fucking crazy. But we'll have to see. And then we got the Phantom, the well-dressed man with a phantom head, just going full Phantom this time around. And he warped away most of the children to the 4 actual rescue areas, which was pretty cool. So there was still a chunk of them that were there at the entrance with him and 13, but most of them have been taken to one of the 4 areas. So yeah, that's interesting. And then 13. So okay, 13 uses Black Hole against the Phantom. He's fucking dead. I'm pretty sure he's just fucking dead now. It's like she just straight up killed him. Because, you know, they established that last episode that, you know, her quirk can be used to kill. But I don't know. Honestly, it seems like this would be the time to do that. So, yeah. And actually, I'm going to look quickly and see where everyone ended up. And then also we had Tenya. We had Tenya, who is now being sent off to run back to UA to tell them what's happening. Maybe they can get some more of the staff involved. Because I'm wondering how many teachers are actually at UA. I guess not too many. Because there's only 2 classes. There's only 2 classes at UA. Like, you guys told me that there's only 2 classes at UA. So... Or is it that there are two freshman classes? That might be it. That makes a bit more sense. But I think you guys said, like, they admitted 40 students into UA this time around. And so 20 are in our class UA, and you guys were telling me this in terms of the students that were recommended. So we got 2 of the recommended students in 1A, and the other class of freshmen has the other 2 recommended students. So I would imagine that for each, like, grade level, there are 2. Because we had, you know, last episode, we had that one guy who was like, you know, oh, I've never seen something like this in my 3 years here. So, okay, so there must be a pretty decent number of staff members still there. So yeah, Tenya's gonna go try to alert UA of what's happening. We got a bit more on Sue's powers. Her quirk, Frog. So she can jump up high, which is pretty cool. She can stick to things. She can climb around and stick to things. She has a 20-meter long tongue, which, and she can actually, she can bring out her stomach and clean it. That one's not really useful. She also can excrete this toxic mucus. She's a frog, all right. She's a frog. That's interesting. It's not the most, like, combative. It's not the most combative quirk, but it's definitely useful. They are finding a use for it, you know. I mean, hell, she saved Midoriya. So, she saved Midoriya, and, what's his fucking name? One of you guys told me the guy's name. What was it? Okay. Mineta? Yeah. Mineta. All right, that's what it was. So Mineta. So she did save Mineta. So her powers do have their uses. They're just maybe not quite as combat usable, like the guy that can, I guess, harden his arms, and maybe like Bakugo or Todoroki. So, but she definitely, they have found the use for her powers, which is good. And then Mineta has these sticky balls that he can take off of his head, and they will stick to everything but him. And they were like, okay, well, there's not really a use for that. But then they figured out, okay, well, we can contain people with these. So that is something. Hey, they found a use for his quirk too. His whole thing of just being terrified of what's happening, it does make sense. With everyone being thrust into this sort of situation, it makes sense that someone would be terrified. Even if, they're trying to be heroes or something like that, they are terrified of this. Because, like he said, he just got out of junior high, He just got out of junior high, and he didn't think he would be getting into this right now. So, I mean, he needs some work. He needs a bit more experience. He needs some motivation, basically. He needs to power through it, basically. I don't blame him for being scared during all this. So, yeah. But, oh, God, he's such a little pervert, though. When he's just like, oh, man, Sue, your powers are weird, but you've got such big boobs, they make perfect flotation devices. It's just like, what the fuck? It's just like, come on, man. And she just smacks his ass down on that boat. Makes sense. And then when he's like, oh my gosh, I didn't think I would die before... I didn't want to die before touching Yaoyorozu's boobs. It's like... I mean, come on, man. Come on. He's such a little pervert, but it's funny. I like it. So yeah, he's gonna need some work, some inspiration, and heck, he got a little inspiration, seeing Sue and Midoriya, just doing the best they can in this horrible situation. He did get a little inspired, and he started chucking balls like crazy, even though it meant he started bleeding. So yeah. And I will say, and I like how clever Midoriya is getting about One for All, because he does know he can't shatter his arm immediately. He's going to be useless after that. So he's getting a bit more creative with it, because he still does not have control. And it's probably going to be a little while before he really gets control over this. But so he's playing it safe, and he's just a flick at One for All, which I was thinking, like, before he did that, I was like, what if you could, like, snap with it and send out this shockwave? He basically did the same thing, but he flicked with One for All. So yeah, which was clever. And still, yes, his thumb and his middle finger are gone. He could still do a little finagling with his other fingers and stuff. He's still got stuff to work with, but it is sort of a risk factor with every move that he would have to do now during this, that he has already lost a thumb and a finger doing that, So it's tricky. He needs to basically ration his own body in order to make it through this. And so the last thing I really wrote down was Principal Nezu. He was pretty cool. Getting him, lecturing All Might about stuff, about, being careless and, jumping at the first sign of trouble out and about. It's like, yeah, he can't do that. And he's like, there are other heroes. You need to let them do their job, basically. So, and All Might gets it. He's like, okay, it's a rookie mistake to do that, especially for, his injury. And even now, he just cannot sustain that form anymore, for such long periods of time. So it's unfortunate, but that's what he has to do. So that was kind of funny. I like that. And obviously, showing that, I like seeing that connection, because obviously Nezu has known All Might for a long time. You know, being either the principal or a professor for All Might in the past. Sorry, I panicked a little because I scratched my arm and I was like, wait a minute, I have a mosquito bite on my arm. Alright, it wasn't right there. Actually, the mosquito bite's gone now. I only got it about an hour ago or so. So, okay, thank God. That was going to be horrible. But yeah, so it was cool seeing Principal Nezu there. You know, it kind of makes me wonder, like, what was All Might like when he was a kid? You know? Did he still look exactly like that? Did he have eyes? It's always weird when because, like, as in his All Might form, his eyes are just completely blacked out. And then when he goes back to his base form, you know, you can see his pupils, but they're still dark and they're kind of scary, honestly. But, you know, we all get used to it and stuff. So, yeah. Makes me wonder what All Might was like as a young lad. Honestly, probably the same as he is now. Just maybe not as grumpy about, you know, his whole base form problem. So I don't know. But yeah, we figured out the shipwreck. Now we have the windstorm, we have the firestorm, or just the city on fire. We have the city. We did see, you know what? And the only thing when we saw the others, when we saw all the others, we saw some of their quirks too. With well, okay, the main one I'm thinking of is Momo's quirk. So she got like a pole, and like that, like I guess that's her quirk. She took a pole out of her arm and used it, and it's like, is that her power? Can she just make shit out of her arm? They haven't really shown her power yet. So yeah, that's interesting. Todoroki is also kind of interesting because he's like, you know, he's like, oh, well, you were trying to kill All Might and you can't even beat a child? You're not an adult, you know? It's like, what kind of villain are you? It's like, stop egging them on. Just beat them, you crazy man. But that's interesting. We get a little bit more from Todoroki. He's like subtly cocky. Yeah, he's like subtly cocky. Bakugo is just cocky. Bakugo is cocky about everything. To the point where he immediately tried to take on that Phantom. To no avail, but yeah. So, okay. So Midoriya, Sue, and Mineta, they all figured out how to get the hell out of the shipwreck and take down those bad guys. We're going to have to see where we go in the next 3 episodes. I'm imagining that this is going to keep going throughout these 3 episodes. So that'll be pretty interesting. And I actually wonder, are we going to stick with Midoriya and then go around trying to find each of the things, save each of the people, and defeat their villains? Or are we going to just focus on just another group for a little while until, you know, they figure out something or Midoriya comes in later or something? We'll have to see. We have 3 episodes left this season, and I'm excited for it. I love this show, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my My Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.